Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Video for Nintendo 3DS. Now in this video I am going to be talking about Little Mac. This is another one of those overview guides for the character, so as with the other ones I'm going to jump into training mode first, run you through all of his basic moves, A moves, B moves, smash moves, final smash, all that good stuff, and then I'm going to jump into a battle so you can see him in action. So let's get right into it. First up, Little Mac has quite a few costumes when compared to other characters. He's got a version of him in various different colours. Then he's got a version of him in kind of wireframe and also one wearing a hoodie. You'll see right here, so if I kind of switch between. So this is his default costume. Then he has a yellow top, white top, blue, another blue, black, different hair colour. Then he switches to his pink hoodie. Then you go wireframe, various different colours again. And you then got wireframe hoodie, which is my personal favourite, but I'm going to play as him in his conventional costume. So let's jump over, select an appropriate stage, and then get this started. Alright, so let me begin by zooming the camera in so you can see what he looks like close up. So firstly, this is him from both sides, so right side, left side, and if I leave him to idle for a second, kind of see his sort of boxer stance kind of thing. Then let's begin with his A move. So his neutral A, he does one jab, two jabs, and then three jabs, and his third hit is an uppercut. But if I do this up close, then I can string this into a series of fast punches, which then ends with an uppercut. So really good for kind of pinning people in the corner, and obviously good for launching them afterwards as well, like so. Then for his forward tilt, or his side A, he does two consecutive punches, really fast, and the second one has moderate knockback. Obviously Pit is on higher percentage at this point, but if I get him back down to 0, you can kind of see the conventional damage for that. There you go. Then if I go down tilt, he does a kind of punch to the ground. You can see like that. So again, if I get close, see I can use that to poke. It's not got very long range, obviously, but that is his down tilt. Then his up tilt, he has an upward swing, like that. So it's an overhead punch, so obviously you can use that when juggling people, but also you can hit people from the ground. Then if you're dashing, then his dash attack, he does an overhead swing, like that. Then while jumping, his neutral A in the air does a quick sort of downward punch, so like that. His forward aerial does a kind of upward swing like that. His backwards aerial swings behind him, so if I jump like that and go like that. His upward aerial does a sort of overhead swing, so if I try and launch him into the air and try and catch him, there we go, like that. And finally his downward aerial, he does kind of a downward punch like that, so obviously use that to spike your enemies. Then let's go and move on to smash moves. So his forward smash does a powerful punch like this. However, the interesting thing about this one is it can also be angled depending on the directional input you put in. So the one you just saw there was standard forward smash, but if I then put an upwards angle on it, he'll then launch them upwards instead. Or if I then put a downwards angle on it, he'll then punch them down like that. So you can angle it in three different ways: neutral, upwards, and downwards. Then his up smash, he does a nasty uppercut. Again, Pit was on quite a high percentage, so obviously he went flying. And finally his down smash, he punches from both sides. So if I add someone else into the mix, like so. Right, let's get rid of those guys. Now let's take a look at B moves. So first up, if you press B, he charges up this really powerful punch, lunges forwards, has really good range actually. So if I stand further back over here, you can actually see if I charge from here, I can still just about get across to him. I did obviously miss that one, but you can see kind of the range on that punch. So that is a really powerful move. There is, however, a second function for this. If you look at the bottom where my percentage is, currently says 0%, there are a load of arrows. Now this is my power meter. Once this builds up and gets to the top, it will actually start flashing and it will say KO. And that allows me to unleash a different B move. So I'm going to carry on showing you the rest of the B moves first so I can charge this up, and then I'm going to come back to this afterwards. Then you have his across B, which is this sort of diving overhead punch kind of thing. It does travel quite far, and it can also be used to dodge incoming attacks and projectiles, and is obviously very useful for closing in the gap as well. You do want to watch out though, because Little Mac's recovery isn't necessarily the best one, and if you go and do this near the edge of the level and you fly over, then you won't be able to jump back afterwards, so do make sure you use this carefully. Then his down B is a counter, so if I then make Pit over here attack me, there we go, I then counter and go back and attack him. And then up B is my recovery. Now the thing about the recovery is this is a vertical recovery, so it doesn't actually have any horizontal gain. So obviously if I'm jumping over the level and I plan on sort of recovering from over there, then it's not going to be much use. So it doesn't have a great deal of height on it, nor does it have a great deal of horizontal travel. So you are going to want to sort of be careful with this one and obviously bear that in mind when you're doing your recoveries. But the trade-off is it does actually do quite a bit of damage, so it is obviously useful as an attack as opposed to just a recovery. Now, returning to the power meter I spoke about earlier, you can now see that Little Mac is flashing. This now means he's ready to use his alternative B move. You can also see at the bottom screen there is a little KO sign flashing as well. This also indicates I'm ready to go. If I now walk up to Pit and I press neutral B, you'll now see that he does a different move to his conventional B move. Then once you've used it, he returns to his regular state, and you can begin building it all over again by attacking your enemies. Now let's take a look at his smash move, or his final smash move, should I say. He then turns into like a much bigger version of himself, and you can then deal devastating damage. Now let's take a look at his grabs. So if I grab Pit over here, and I throw him forwards, he throws him like that. If I throw him backwards, he throws him like that. Downwards, he does that. And upwards, he does that. Then while we're here, you can take a look at his taunts as well. So if I press up on the D-pad, he does that. Right or left on the D-pad, he does that. And down on the D-pad, he does that. So they are his moves, his A moves, B moves, smash moves, final smash, taunts, grabs, all that good stuff like that. So let's take a look at him in action now and jump over into a match.
3, 2, 1, go! Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time up.
And there you have it, that is Little Mac in Super Smash Bros. 3DS. They are all of his basic moves and him in combat. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit the like button, show your support, that does really help me out, and obviously don't forget to subscribe for daily gaming videos. Thanks again for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.